I would say that technical aptitude is just necessary. And it doesn't mean that you as the business owner need to have that technical aptitude, but you need to find someone or a team that does have that technical aptitude. As you grow in members, there's gonna be technical issues. Patience is a really key skill, and the ability to really work through an issue very logically of, okay, I did this, what did I expect to happen, and then what actually happened. And really detaching yourself from the emotion of it as well, because you can get so caught up in the emotion of it that you start to get really flustered. And when emotions go up, intelligence essentially goes down. I would think of two as top of mind. One is keeping on top of payment failures, and then two would be complexity. So to just elaborate a little bit more on payment failures, there's two sides to that. So there's cart abandonments or cart failures where somebody goes to purchase a membership and maybe never clicks the checkout button. That would be considered a cart abandonment. A cart failure is when somebody goes to the checkout, clicks on the checkout button, and for whatever reason it doesn't work. And this is always an ongoing conversation with pretty much all of our clients is, what fields do we have on that checkout page? Which fields do we remove? Which do we keep? You don't want to take away all of the fields because then your instances of fraud could potentially go up. So that is an ongoing issue, especially with the high performing or the higher level memberships of a conversation that we have. And then the secondary part, if you are running subscriptions, is managing payment failures and making sure that one, people are being notified, and two, they're updating their credit cards. A lot of the times membership site owners, especially at scale, assume it's working, but more times than not, it isn't, which leads me into reporting. If you're on a monthly membership type model, how many members am I expecting to pay me this month? And then of those members, how many of them actually did? And then at the end of the month, are you growing or are you dying? Like, it can be pretty challenging with the current tech stacks and pretty much every tech stack that we've seen to pull those numbers. The next one is complexity, especially as a business ages. You have to be pruning things out and getting rid of things that aren't working or systems that aren't working or opt-ins that aren't working, because you end up with this Frankenstein after 10 or 15 years that's overly complex and like nobody really understands or knows what to do with. So we really like to go into that and then prune it out and kind of understand, okay, how is this supposed to work? Really, to fight that complexity, you want to create a flow of how people should be moving through your membership and then moving through your business. It does not matter what tool you use. Any tool, any system out there, if you are at scale and you have a lot of members, you need someone or a team of people on top of it that's making sure things are happening on a consistent basis. And it's really important that you're clear about where are the points of failure. And the other point to that is just not tolerating bad technology. Technology should work consistently. And if there's a room for error of it not working, that there needs to be proactive checks and proactive systems to flag that up with internal team members so somebody can look at that and fix that issue quickly. If it's a brand new membership site, it's a brand new concept, you should go with something as turnkey as possible. I don't think that you need like a Rolls-Royce membership site or functionality just to test your marketer, test your courses, or sell your thing. Because one of the downsides to starting with something that is what we call a platform-based solution is that what you gain in usability, you lose in flexibility. Keep it simple. Don't add more things than what you need just because they're cool right now. Choose the tools and the technologies that you actually have a problem to solve for, not just because it's cool. Like, you don't want to start a membership site and like, we're going to start text messaging people. It's like, no, just sell your thing and add cool stuff on later. I love this process that I picked up with a coach of mine of how simple can we make it, and then all the ways we can complicate it, and keep those things in two different columns. Technology should do the job it's supposed to do and not break things in the future. For me, it comes down to being able to be proactive with solving issues before they become infected problems. And what I mean by that is I want to address something when it's got one person that's affected, not when it's got 100 or 1,000 people affected. And the way that the Keap software is set up within Campaign Builder allows me to create a flow on one canvas. Whereas in a lot of other CRM tools, they have flows, or they have some sort of their own version of Campaign Builder. However, you can only go one layer deep. You can't go 2 layers deep. And that second layer allows me to be proactive. I love technology, I love tools, and oftentimes our membership sites are working with a lot of different other tools and softwares and things. But you need to have one place where you have that single source of truth. And the way I can integrate with Keap and have custom fields is I can have that single source of truth and have all of these other things that go into there, but I can have that one place where I'm like, okay, this is where things are going to be correct. And then I can troubleshoot from there. Because when you're troubleshooting, the number one thing you need on troubleshooting is like, what's supposed to happen here? So it's really helpful to have that single source of truth.